Good Friday afternoon. Before we press into the weekend, I want to talk about some flooding issues that are going to be with us for quite a while. On the look outside of Television City, a far cry from what we experienced late last night and into early this morning. Now, the majority of the thunderstorm activity has now dropped down to our southeast, ranging just on the far eastern edge of Oklahoma and then crossing there through northwest Arkansas. Still packing the same punch that it gave us. But let's take a look at our 24-hour rain accumulation numbers. In specific, I want to pick up on that black spot right there hanging over Highway 400 all throughout Parsons, almost making its way to Fredonia. Earlier, we talked about Wallace Road and 21,000 Road in Labette County. Yeah, this is the result of the Neosho River. These photographs, courtesy of Amber Sprague Costa, gives you an idea of how quickly the river came up and just how potent it was. As Chris was telling us earlier, at least 3 water rescues in Labette County alone. Now, as we kind of reset our map, I want to go back and take a look at what we've got also in downtown Parsons. This is what's going to be the result of Labette Creek. For those of you familiar with Marvel Park, right off of Main and 10th Street, home of the Parsons Vikings. Parsons Vikings home is now underwater. Dr. Wayne Gilmore sending us these photos and this video. Now, as you see out in the background right here as he pans around, you'll notice that grandstand. Well, yeah, that's where you would be sitting for a football game. Look at the light stanchions, just about halfway up the light poles right there. And so as we talk about our flood warnings, look at this, all the way until this evening is what we're looking at. So know that just because the rain is done, and Chris and I have been reiterating this, the danger is not over, specifically for our rivers. We've got flood warnings, we've got flood advisories kind of in that lighter green right there. And when we talk about rivers, whether it be the Marmonton, the Osage, the Little Osage, the Verdigris, or more specifically, the Neosho River, look at that, lasts all the way until Tuesday because you get downstream and look at the hydrograph for the Neosho. Go back to what was 7:30 this morning, okay? Look at 5 a.m., 4.26 feet, 4.26 feet. That's way below flood stage. Look at where we're going to crest here by the time we get into Sunday, 19.4 feet downstream of the Neosho. It's going to rise some 15 feet. Folks, flood stage is 15 feet. There's a chance that we see the Neosho and the amount of water that they're going to get all the way up to Highway 125 in Miami, right by the fairgrounds. Now, with all that being said, let's talk about the afternoon, the evening, and into the weekend. It's comfortable right now, mid-70s, can't beat that. Cloud covers played a large factor in that. There's a large live look over 7th and Rangeline. But we are going to make it up into the low 80s. Tell you what, if you have a chance, talked about this earlier, got any standing water? We all got standing water out there. We were talking about that 9 inches in Parsons, 9.2 inches in Dennis. My good friend Mike telling me that down in Goodman, they got close to 3 inches. Try to dump out anything with that standing water because we're going to heat up for Saturday and Sunday. Any rain that we do see, and we will see some scattered afternoon and evening shower activity both Friday and Saturday, nothing like what we had overnight and into this morning. The fact of the matter is that means the humidity is still hanging around. And if we're going to be able to push up into the high 80s on Saturday and Sunday, all of a sudden, mosquitoes also become an issue. So get rid of that standing water while you can because we got a nice afternoon in store. Now, speaking of Saturday and Sunday, also want to point out that our heat index readings are probably going to range between 93 and 94 degrees each day before we finally get back down to the mid-80s on Monday. So really what happened last night into this morning has set us up for a number of factors in play. Just everybody be safe this weekend, especially if you have a weekend trip planned out to one of our bodies of water.
Yeah.
Check the I know I sound like a geek when I say this. Check the hydrograph before you get on the water, please. All you have to do is type in the name of your river in Google, hydrograph, and you're going to get that complete chart like I just showed for the Neosho.
Yeah, and again, if you're out driving, turn around. Don't drown.
Thank you, sir.
Michael, thank you.